What's going on, my G's? Ben Macaulay here again, and today I'm going to show you how to flip guitar samples using Logic Pro's Quick Sampler. And I'm going to show you how to do this in 3 easy steps, right? And then an extra bonus step 4 that will be very useful in your beat making. All right, let's jump right into it real quick. So now, step 1, you want to find a guitar sample that you like, right? That you F with. Very nice, easy one-shot guitar sample. And by the way, this technique works better with one shot. All right, so let's drag this into Logic. Just hold and drag. Okay, and Logic is going to bring all of these options, right? So you just go to Quick Sampler, original, not optimized, and just put it there. Bang. All right, now we have our sample in Logic Sampler. But if you notice, right, the higher notes sound faster than the lower notes, right? We want every chops that we're going to play to be in sync with the tempo of our project. And to do that is very simple. All you have to do is just come to this show hide flex and just click on that. And then it's going to just show you the option follow tempo. It's already highlighted by default. And now if we go back to our keyboard, the sample is in sync with our tempo. But there's also some other things you can do real quick. If you look at our sample, there's, it's a bit of a dead space in the beginning. We don't want that. So you're just going to come here and select right. If you listen carefully, you also hear a bit of pop at the beginning, right? For this beat, I do not want that. So I'm going to just take that out by just drawing the top and just doing a bit of fade in, right? Very simple. You just click that. And now if I play. Right, so now that pop sound is obviously gone. The next thing you want to do is set the length of your sample. You want to set the sample length, right? And now there's a reason why this is very important. And I'm going to show you that as the bonus 4th step, right? So I'm just going to drag this and set it right here for now. For step 2, we're going to be setting up the envelope. Sometimes you might want to set the envelope for filter and pitch. But for every time you want to flip a sample, it's very important that you set the envelope of your amp. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here. You see where it says ADSR? We're going to change that to AHDSR. And now that stands for attack, hold, decay, sustain, and release. So we're going to set our release down to 0. Bang. Our decay, 0. Our attack, 0 for now. And then hold, say around 400 milliseconds. So basically what the hold is going to do is it's going to make our sample play for as long as we're holding the keys on the keyboard for. This is what I mean by that. So if I go, as soon as I take my hands off, it stops playing. Bang. All right, so that's it. We're done setting up the envelope. Now we're going to proceed to our next step, which is, playing our chops. So whatever you want to play, whatever you're feeling like, whatever you're feeling like, you just play. Grabbing all of the chops I played earlier to just demonstrate so we don't waste any time. Just put this right here real quick. And listen, guys, you can go crazy with your chops. You can be very creative. You can be simple, depending on what you're trying to achieve. This is a trap soul lo-fi beat, so I went a bit crazy with the chops. All right, so those are my chops, yeah? Now I'm going to do a quick beat breakdown for this trap soul lo-fi beat. Yeah, so I used the EQ to cut some of the low and the low mid frequencies, right? Just to make the sound more precise. And then added some reverb. Yeah, so I'm using Valhalla Supermassive again. This is one of my favorite reverbs for making beats. And then I've also used an EQ to cut off some of the low and high frequencies from the reverb, again, to get that precise reverb sound. Added delay. Comeback key delay from Baby Audio. This is actually one of my favorite delay plugins I use for everything, beats, vocals. This is very sick. And then lastly, for the guitar, I'm adding a chorus effect using Magic Switch from Baby Audio as well. To make the guitar sound a bit more dreamy, if you will. So what else do I have here? So I have a piano. I'm a piano. Right, so next, so I have a piano, right? Nice. And then my 808s. Some hi-hats. And a snare. Yeah, for this snare, yeah, to get the sound, all I'm doing is just cutting off, you know, most of the high frequencies, more the low frequencies. I'm just only using the, you know, the sounds around the low mid and the high mid frequencies just to get this texture. Right, and then the kick. So I guess this is my verse, right? Let me see. What are we doing in the intro? Oh, wait. I almost forgot. For the bonus fourth step, before I forget, remember our guitar chops? I flipped it for the intro. And I'm also using this same reversed sample for the hook. Now, to do that is quite simple with the quick sampler, right? Very, very simple. All you have to do is when you come back to quick sampler, right? If you come to playback, you see where it says reverse. By default, it's forward, right? You just come here, click on that, and it goes into reverse. Let me play it forward and reverse. And if you remember earlier, I reduced the sample length. Now, this is why, because if we had the sample length all the way to the back, when I play reverse, it's going to start from there, right? But I don't want that. So I want it to start from here when I'm playing the sample in reverse. That's it. So that's the bonus fourth step, basically. So now back to the beat breakdown. And the intro is actually a very simple one, you know, because it's trap soul and it's lo-fi. You want a very, you know, calm and soft, catchy intro, you know. So I'm using the reversed guitar samples, right? And then I added a synth bass and 808 bass to make that part sound a little bit thicker. Right. And then I have a vocal sample from Arcade. Man, I love that sample. Yeah, that's it. And then what are we doing for the hook? Let's see. Again, remember for the hook, I'm using the reverse sample again. And then I have a piano, right? Yeah, so the piano is the same one I have for the verse, right? But I'm also using this halftime to kind of like change the sound. This is a very dope plugin. I'm not going to lie, right? Because this can really help you create changes within your music, you know, that can really stand out. Let me play this without the halftime and with the halftime so you can hear the difference. And then with the halftime, it's just madness. If you notice, our first transient is gliding. Okay, let me just play my language. And if you notice here, the music, the piano, it's not playing from the start. It's not sharp from the beginning. It's like, it's sounding like it's gliding into itself. It's like it's going. Right, to do that is very simple. I'm using the piano from sampler, so all I have to do is just open my sampler, right? You go to your envelope, you go to your amp envelope and set your attack, increase your attack basically. When our attack is on 0, the sound is very sharp from the start. You know, the very first sound hits, you can hear it. But when we increase the attack to say 40 like I did earlier, it glides into itself. You can hear that. So that's what I'm doing there. I have another piano here as well. Mad. And then to cement this whole part, I have this mad sample from Arcade again. Wow, nice. I mean, technically, when we're doing this the whole song, I'm just going to just double this and just make that into another verse or whatnot. And for the outro, I'm using a vocal sample pad from Arcade, right? What's it? Yeah, this Distant Voices, the Summit. Very, very mad. To create this weird, dreamy sound. And then with the bass, it's just... oh, shit. All right, so that's the beat breakdown. As you can see, it's very simple and straightforward. And this is how you can flip a guitar sample to make something like this. You can actually do the same for any kind of music that you're creating, to be honest, right? You can actually flip guitar samples and create Afrobeat, create, whatever it is that you like. I'm just gonna play this from the start so we can just enjoy this vibe and just, hear the whole thing and go nuts. Wish I could sing. All right, that's it. So these are my steps to help you flip guitar samples creatively on Logic using Quick Sampler. I hope this helps you create some amazing music, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.